Hello and happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Dave from MyState MLS. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar where we're going to talk about growing your real estate team, growing your territory, growing your business, streamlining your business, and of course, how growing your team could help you earn some money. And that's what it's all about. So like we said, today we're talking about growing your team. So whether you're a real estate broker or you're a team leader, you're a salesperson, it should always be one of your main goals to grow your business. And growing your office roster, if you're a broker, or maybe growing your real estate team, if you're a team leader, is probably a big piece to that puzzle. So today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some helpful ways that will help you recruit new agents, whether for your brokerage or for your team. That's going to allow you to grow your business and how you can benefit from that growth as well. So the first thing I want to do is I want to ask you the question is, and that's what have you done in the past to grow your team? So if you can, go on over to that questions tab of your GoToWebinar client and let me know some of the things that you've done in the past that have allowed you to grow your team, recruit new agents, recruit new team members, and become the team or brokerage that you are today. Feel free to share those tips right now. I'll be keeping an eye on it. So if you can, go to your questions tab and let me know what you've done in the past to grow your real estate team. All right, I'm starting to see some of your your responses coming in now. Amandeep says, I don't have a team, I work in a team. Well, hopefully what we teach you today, Amandeep, you can maybe bring to your team leader, present some ideas that'll help you grow your team even farther. Orly says they mentor new agents as they get into real estate. Gary says he's big into networking and social media. Barry uses a trifold mailer and brochure, as well as freeway signage. So we're getting a lot of responses. So a lot of great things that we're actually going to touch on today. Like I said, Gary mentioned networking and social media. Social media will definitely play a part into what we're talking about today. Joe Malik talking about relationships. Hussein looks like they hold some educational classes and they use those classes that they invite other real estate professionals in as a way to recruit them to their firm, to their company. Some people like Nicole and Jimmy are with us today who don't have a team yet, but are exploring the options. They haven't started a team yet. So maybe this is going to be this jumping off point for them and allow them to start building that team. So a lot of great ideas that everyone's pitched in. Like I said, a lot of that we're going to talk about today. So the folks that are with us, maybe you're just getting started as a team, you're just starting your brokerage. What we want to look at today is how we can help you grow your business. And let's just take a step back and look at what we've been seeing in the industry this year. The beginning of the year has given us the highest number of licensed professionals pretty much ever, but at the same time, we're also seeing some of the lowest inventory numbers that we've seen in a long time. And that's making things really hard for brokers, for agents, because they really have to fight for that inventory that's out there or come up with new ways to reach those potential sellers that may have been on the fence or may have considered selling or maybe considering selling. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So one of the best ways to boost your inventory is to take advantage of the boost in licensees and increase the size of your team, increase the size of your brokerage, because those new agents, those agents that are brought to your team, they may have connections, they may have people on the line, they have people that they've been nurturing through their CRM, through their campaigning, that may be ready to buy, that may be ready to sell. And that's going to give you the ability to get that inventory that we so desperately need to see a growth in. So how can we grow our team? What are we looking for in the ideal team member, in the ideal agent for our team, for our brokerage? This part, we're going to kind of play it like a game of pickup basketball or dodgeball out on the court. We have to pick our team. We're looking at that crowd of people, and we're going to go back and forth with the other teammate and point to that person out there in the crowd and say, all right, you're on my team. You're on my team. But let's create that ideal team. Who is the best candidate to be on your team? Well, some of the best candidates may already be at your company. They may already be part of your firm. And based on what we've seen for other MLSs, we've seen brokers have to create multiple offices for referral agents. These are referral agents that may not wanted to have been part of the real estate board. They didn't want to be part of the local MLS for one reason or another. And we'll actually cover some of those reasons in just a couple of slides. maybe think about converting those referral agents into actual agents. Offer them the tools that they can to make them not just be referral agents anymore, to be full-fledged agents that can go ahead and search and list properties for potential clients. MyState MLS is a great option for those referral agents because they don't have to do all those additional steps that may have caused them to be referral agents in the first place. Like I said, people have to become referral agents because they didn't want to be part of the local MLS. They didn't want to be part of the local board. But with MyState MLS, this opens up a lot more opportunity for those agents because board membership's not required, and you don't have to pay high exorbitant fees like a local MLS. You may also want to consider just the average agent. Again, when you look at any type of sports team, you of course always have the big names, the big favorites, but they're just one person out of a team of 25, 45. You still need to have your average players that hit the court every time and are always producing on the court. The same thing holds true with real estate. Those agents who list average priced homes are frequently good at getting those listings in volume and will continue to contribute to the growth of your team. So do your research, find those agents that are always on those average priced homes. They don't have to be always listing multi-million dollar homes. If they are continually churning out average price homes week in, week out, multiple listings a month, that is the ideal person you want on your team. And that goes for a variety of reasons. One, if they're always churning out those average price homes, chances are they've already got a very established name. They've got that brand recognition. So people already know who they are because they've seen their face, they've seen their name on so many different listings. Do your research, find those high volume agents that are closing sales in your area, then come up with incentives to encourage those agents to join your team. So if you've established yourself in your area as well, that's a great way to recruit as well. So like we said, we've got that name recognition that that high volume agent is doing. You've got to do the same thing with your real estate team. And we're going to talk a little bit about making yourself established, making yourself known in just a little bit. So we've talked about the people that are already licensed, they're already working with your company as referral agents. We've talked about those run-of-the-mill average agents, but are always doing average listings in high volume. Now let's talk about those brand new licensees. These agents should not be overlooked. They should not be discounted as you're growing your business, as you're growing your team. Because let's face it, all of us had to start somewhere. I'm here at the MLS. I give these presentations all the time, and now I get to look back and say I didn't know any of all the stuff that I talk about today. I had no idea about when I first started, and it's only fitting that I'm saying this now as I'm celebrating 10 years here at MyState MLS this month. So it's pretty exciting for me to say we all started somewhere. Everyone that's watching this right now, you all started somewhere. So why not be able to take someone under your wing, show them the ropes, and mold them into the ideal agent? Because who knows, they could end up being your top producer by the next year, by 2 years. Who knows, they may become your top producer that same year because every new agent, they already have connections that you may not necessarily have. They've got friends, they've got colleagues, they've got people that they knew from, from school, from past jobs. They all have connections that could lead to potential buyers, to potential sellers. And those are connections you would not necessarily have had before. So definitely do not discount those brand new licensees. And a couple of minutes ago, when we were talking about those high volume, average priced agents, we said you've got to determine what can you incentivize to get them to join your team. So I want to ask you another question, and that is, what do you offer that makes your team unique? So head back over to that questions tab and let me know what things you offer to new agents that are joining your brokerage or joining your team to kind of incentivize to get them to join your squad, to come up to your agent, to join your team. Head on over to that questions tab and let me know what you offer that makes your team or brokerage unique. All right, and I'm starting to see a lot of good answers come in. Hussein chiming in again saying hands-on training and walking through each aspect of the business is a great way for those brand new agents because again, they took their class, but a class is only going to get you so far as a new agent. You really have to have hands-on experience. And like we said at the beginning of today's webinar, we are seeing record high numbers of licensees, but all of us that are here today and we've been in this business for a long time, we know that most new agents are out after 5 years max. 3 out of 4 agents probably do not turn a profit for those first few years. Some don't make it even after 3 years. So we know that having that training is certainly important. Sandra also offers hands-on training, and Lisa Halter offers higher splits and no fees, and then quote unquote independence from big real estate. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, Lisa, is the independence and not having to deal with high desk fees, high percentage costs. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Alexander also chiming in saying hands-on training and no desk fees. So it looks like we're seeing a trend where you want to be able to offer as much as you possibly can to those new agents, to those new team members. Giving agents and team members the most that they possibly can get is a great way to recruit and retain those team members, those agents. So being able to offer them CRM tools or streamlined listing services, other products like electronic signature things, ways to get their contracts and listing agreements signed electronically and make things easier for them is a great way to recruit new agents and get them to stick around with your team. When it comes to MyState MLS, we do a lot of different things to encourage brokers to bring their entire team to MyState MLS, whether it's discounted office pricing. We also offer white labeled back office software so you can get access to the MLS via a branded platform, and then offer different tools that allow you to keep your agents as well as your agents to be able to keep their customers. Another way to make sure that agents want to join your team, to join your brokerage, is making sure that you're investing in your image. Agents may be reluctant to join your team, to join your firm, if they don't know who you are, if they don't know what you're doing as a company. So be sure to keep up with your image and your PR, and that includes your websites and your social media. If it is a lot to take on and you don't have someone on staff to keep your social media up to date, to keep your websites up to date, consider hiring or using a PR firm that specializes in real estate to promote your team and to pitch your story to different news magazines, real estate websites, even your local newspapers, just to keep the word out about your business and keep you at top of mind for those potential buyers and those potential sellers. And not only are those buyers and sellers going to see it, but also those agents, especially those from your competition. Additionally, those PR firms can also help you maintain your social media presence to keep you in front of your audience, again, whether it's buyers, sellers, or other real estate professionals, because yes, we want to make sure that buyers and sellers see us so we can get those listings. But if we're looking to grow our business, or we're looking to grow our team, we want to make sure those other agents also know about us so they may consider, oh, I'd love to join that brokerage once I finish things up here. A couple of you mentioned earlier that some of the things you offer are no fees, or being able to get different no desk fees, things like that. And that's a great way, because really a lot of agents, again, we said we are seeing record high numbers of the number of licensees right now, but a lot of those new agents aren't going to make it through because some of them probably just didn't know about the high cost of entry just to get into real estate. And it can get very expensive between your board dues, MLS dues, licensing fees, your continuing ed. You really have to have that nest egg of at least $1,000 just to get started in real estate. And then if you pack on honest mistakes that could end up in exorbitant fees and fines because you accidentally listed something, you had a typo in your listing, that can really change the tune for someone really quick. And if someone gets hit with a $2,500 fine, they're done with real estate right away. So you need to find ways to help eliminate that barrier to entry. One of the ways you could do that is if you find that ideal candidate, you find that agent that you think is going to be perfect for your team or for your brokerage, consider paying those startup costs up front. And then if you want, wash your hands and say, we're good. You're not going to have to pay that back. Or if we want, we can take a little bit of fees out after your first few closings. Or alternatively, you can allow them to save money and set something up with MyState MLS instead. With the National Association of Realtors ruling of MLS of choice, real estate agents are not required to join the same exact MLSs as their broker. So with broker participation, agents can actually join MyState MLS and potentially avoid those higher price tags of those local MLSs, as well as those high cost fees that local MLSs can present, and join MyState MLS as a cost effective alternative and still allowing them to do their day-to-day work. So let's just break down some quick numbers real fast, just to kind of compare and contrast MyState MLS to, say, a local MLS. Every MLS has their own rate breakdown, so I kind of just did an average cost of $1,000 a year for a local MLS membership. With MyState MLS, membership is only $380 for a full year, and we actually offer monthly billing as well for those that want to break down their payments and pay as they go along. And if you were to pay $380 for a full year of MyState MLS, you could probably pay 2.5 years of MyState MLS membership versus the 1 year that it would cost for your local MLS. So think about that for your newer agents that may not have that nest egg saved, that don't have all that money for their upfront costs. Being able to offer them a cost-effective alternative such as MyState MLS is a great way for you to be able to recruit more agents and give them the options as to what MLS they want to join. We've actually seen multiple brokerages throughout the country offer this type of structure where they are a brokerage, they are an office, but when they recruit new agents, they say you can either be part of the local MLS, you can be part of MyState MLS, or if you'd like, you don't have to be part of any MLS at all. Of course, there's going to be pros and cons to all of that, but with MyState MLS, you're still going to be able to search and list properties as a real estate agent and have that MLS access so you can go out to those listing appointments and advertise that membership to your potential sellers, to your potential buyers. Another great way to grow your business, grow your team is to expand your coverage area. And that's one of the one of the downfalls of a local MLS is that it is a local MLS. It keeps you tied to one very specific area. But as a licensed professional, you're licensed to practice real estate in your entire state. So don't limit yourself to just that local area that's covered by your local MLS. Depending on where you are in your state, in your county, consider branching out to neighboring communities. And by expanding your coverage area, you can recruit more agents in those areas. Branch out to the next county over, branch out to all of your surrounding counties. Open up those boundaries, open up those borders, and start recruiting agents in those other neighboring communities because those agents could mean more listings and more sales opportunities for you and your team. And if you're located to state lines, you could also consider getting licensed in those other states, opening up another office in that other state. And through license reciprocity, you might be able to get that license pretty easily, depending on where you are located now and what licenses you're trying to get. And what's great about MyState MLS is we've actually partnered up with the CE shop that makes getting continuing ed and getting your required testing, or excuse me, getting your required education to get that license reciprocity very, very easy. So all MyState MLS members get access to the CE shop where they can actually get discounted CE courses for their pre-licensing as well as their post-licensing to keep their license active. And actually right now we actually are running a 50% discount on CE shop classes. So MyState MLS members that are with us today, make sure you log into your MyState MLS account as soon as you possibly can and get that promo code so you can get that 50% discount on your next CE shop class. And while you're expanding business, there still may come times where your clients are relocating to a state that you're not licensed. But instead of letting them, go out on their own and try to find their next home just by doing searches, why not help them and refer them to a real estate professional in the area that they're looking? By doing this, you're going to be able to not only retain that client, but you're also going to be able to go ahead and still potentially make money on that because you're going to be able to collect a referral fee. And what I want to do is just quickly show you how easy it is to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my MyState MLS account, and you can actually see that promo code right now for that 50% off real estate courses from the CE shop right now using that promo code mid-year. So really cool that we're offering that right now just for a couple more days. So if you are logged into your MyState MLS account, make sure you click on that promo code and get yourself into the CE shop. So you can go ahead and save that 50% on your next CE shop CE classes. So let's say I'm working with someone here in New York and they are getting ready to move to Denver, Colorado. Instead of me just saying good luck in your search, what I can actually do is use Pro Search, which we get right from our MyState MLS account. And this is going to allow me to see listings from the different MLSs across the entire country. So even though I'm not licensed in Colorado, I am here in New York, I can pull up a listing. I can see the listing agent's name and phone number, their listing brokerage. And if I do a search with my clients, with my customers here in New York, we do a search, we'll do a screen share together, and we'll look at homes and they say, you know, we love this house. And I'll say, all right, well, let me go ahead. I'm going to reach out to Christopher Kiker out in Colorado. I'm going to give him a call. I'm going to say, hey, Chris, this is Dave. I'm in New York. I've got some clients here. I'm selling their house, but they're moving to Denver. We saw your house on Cherokee Street. They love it. We'd love to. I'd love to send them I'd love to send them your way. Can I send you a referral agreement? Christopher, not wanting to turn away potential customers, is going to say, absolutely, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my MyState MLS account, click on my listings forms, and what I can do is I can click on down to the agent referral agreement. And what this is going to do is it's going to print up a PDF for me that I can go ahead, fill out my information, fill out Christopher's information, and at the very bottom of this agreement, here's the agreed upon referral fee, which will be sent to me. So this can be a dollar amount, it can be a percentage, whatever Chris and I agree on. Once he signs it, I sign it. I'm going to send him back to him. I'm just gonna say, all right, I'll take $2,000. That's fine. So Chris will say, all right, cool. So I'm gonna send Christopher my client's information. He's gonna get in touch with them. They're gonna fly out, take a look at this house. Even if they don't buy this house, maybe he helps them find a different house instead. He's gonna be happy because he gets to collect his commission when he sells the home. My clients are gonna be happy because I helped them get in touch with an agent in Denver who then helped them buy their next house. And of course, I'm happy because I collect my referral fee. So this is a great way to never leave a sale behind and grow your business even beyond the boundaries of where you're able to be worked and be licensed. One of the last ways to grow your team is to incentivize other team members, other agents of your brokerage to recruit as well. So think about it. Every time one of your agents or team members shows a listing or goes on a listing appointment, gives a tour of a home to to one of their buyers, they're coming in contact with a listing agent who may be looking for new opportunities. So if you financially incentivize your existing team members to recruit new agents, you'll probably see a growth in your team. So have those agents go out and when they contact the listing agent for a home they're going to tour, say, hey, we're looking to grow our team. If you're ever looking for a change of pace, you're looking for something interesting, our team is hiring, our brokerage is looking for new agents. And what you can do is you can tell those agents every time you bring someone in and they join our firm, I'll give you $100 after their first sale. And they do a closing for the brokerage, I'll give you an extra 500. Whatever you want to do to incentivize your agents to recruit new members, the world is your oyster. You can offer whatever you'd like. And in fact, MyState MLS is now not only the only nationwide MLS, but we're also the only MLS that will actually pay its members. We're talking about incentivizing your agents to recruit. Well, MyState MLS and MLS Affiliate is a great way to do that. Our new program, MLS Affiliate, is actually rewards you every time you encourage other real estate professionals to join MyState MLS. And the way it works is we share our revenue with you every time you refer someone else to join. So if someone joins MyState MLS, as long as they're a member of the MLS and they pay their dues, whether monthly or yearly, you'll get a portion of that membership every time they renew their membership. So if someone's paying monthly membership, you'll get a cut of that membership every single month that they remain active. If those agents also become affiliates and they start referring other members to MyState MLS, you also earn a portion of those MLS dues as well. So MLS affiliate is a great way for you to incentivize to grow your team. So not only could you do it internally, but you could become an MLS affiliate. And as you grow your team, as you grow your brokerage, which you can tell your new hirees to say, all right, now you can go ahead and join MyState MLS. And every time that a new agent joins and they join using your unique MLS affiliate link to sign up for the MLS, you'll get a portion of those membership dues. But while we're also talking about earning money and giving money away, this was the moment I mentioned earlier before. My State MLS is currently running a promotion where you can win $500 in Visa gift card money. All we're doing is we're actually running a contest on our YouTube channel. So if you can, head on over to YouTube and just go ahead and in that search bar, click on Go Home TV and click on that subscribe button right there because we do not want you to miss a single video. We don't want you to miss a single webinar replay. So if you ever miss a webinar from My State MLS, don't worry, they're always viewable on the Go Home TV YouTube page. So just head on over to YouTube, search for Go Home TV, and click that subscribe button, get yourself subscribed, and of course, click on that brand new video where you can watch and earn. All you have to do is watch that video and learn how you can win a $500 Visa cash card right now. With that said, that pretty much wraps up everything I wanted to cover today. I want to thank you all of you for joining me today. If you have any questions, you can email me at dave@mystatemls.com. You can also give me a call at 888-769-7657. But of course, the best way is to get right into my inbox at dave@mystatemls.com. Before we wrap things up, I just want to open up the floor to all of you for just a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to head on over to that questions tab of your GoToWebinar client and ask any questions that you might have. Sandra asks, is my state MLS different than my local MLS? Does your broker have to choose to become part of my state MLS or can I join? That's a great question. So with my state MLS, we do allow individual agents to join. You may need to get a broker participation from your broker or your brokerage. However, there is no cost to your broker in terms of joining. Your broker will simply fill out a quick form acknowledging that you want to use My State MLS for your real estate needs for your real estate business. And that would be it. So agents can certainly join individually. Membership as an individual is $45 a month or $380 for a full year. We do offer discounted office pricing. So if you are in office and you do think that My State MLS could be a good fit for your firm, we do offer discounted pricing as well. If that's something you're interested in, just feel free to send me an email. Again, it's up there on the screen at dave@mystatemls.com, and I'd be happy to go over any options you might have. Tom wants to know if I'm listing in another city, would I need to list the home in the local MLS for the realtors to see the home? That would be entirely up to you as to how you want to advertise that property. My state MLS is separate from any local MLS, but as a full-fledged MLS, we are doing the heavy lifting and getting your listing out to the most important people, which is the general public, those potential buyers. My State MLS syndicates listings to about 120 different sites, not just domestically, but around the world. We get your listings on the Big Five, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Homes, and Home Finder. We also do List Hub syndication to send out to about another 6 or 7 dozen sites. And we also have international syndication, which sends listings to about 2 dozen sites around the world in various different languages. Lisa asks a great question as well. Can I add multiple licenses on my state MLS from different states? And absolutely, yes, you can. As long as you're licensed under the same brokerage in multiple states, we can assign all of those licenses to one account, all for the same price. There would be no additional cost for your membership. You would still pay the same $45 a month or $380 for the full year. We just make sure that all those licenses are active and under the same brokerage. Terry wanted to know, as an agent, can I join more than one MLS? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. And in this current real estate market, it actually would probably be a good idea because being part of multiple MLSs is a great listing and selling tool for you as a real estate agent. Because what you need to do is you need to set yourself apart from the other real estate agents that potential home seller is meeting with. Because you got to remember, someone that's getting ready to sell their home, they're not just meeting with just you. Chances are they've met with someone already. They're probably going to meet with people after you. So you have to make sure you're setting yourself apart from your competition. And one of the best ways to do that is to be able to advertise yourself as being part of My State MLS. Remember, MyState MLS is a nationwide MLS platform. So you can go to that listing appointment and say, yes, I'll put your listing in the local MLS just like anyone else would. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go above and beyond, and I'm going to put your listing in a nationwide platform as well. And I've done the math before. I wish I kept the slide in my slideshow. But if you use that one single line of saying, I will put you in a nationwide MLS as well, if you get that extra listing and that listing sells, the commission that you earn from that one listing just by using that one line to pitch yourself and being part of MyState MLS would cover your MLS membership for over 10 years. So there's definitely the benefit of being part of more than one MLS. Marlene wanted to know, once I join MyState MLS, can I list my new property on the website? Absolutely. Once your account is up and running and your license has been verified, and we've received your broker participation if we need it, you're ready to start adding your listing right away, and you'll be able to start marketing that property as soon as you get your login information. But I think that's all the questions. I want to thank all of you for joining us today. Thank you for participating. You guys had some great input as to how you've recruited people, what you've done in the past to recruit people, and what you do that sets you apart from your competition to recruit those new agents. Again, if you have any questions, the best way is to get right into my inbox. It's dave@mystatemls.com is my email. Please feel free to email all of your questions. I'll also send out a follow-up email with all of my information there as well for everyone that did join us today. So again, thank you so much for being part of this. We wouldn't be here without all of you. So have a wonderful day, enjoy your summer, and we'll see you on our next webinar. Bye.